Yu-Gi-Oh is a complete disaster right now. And I think some of the biggest problems from Yu-Gi-Oh isn't necessarily around cards. It's pretty much how Konami is running their card game. Today, Big Dog, we're going to be talking about important recent events and why Yu-Gi-Oh looks so dim. Let's go ahead and jump on in. What's going on with ya, Big Dog? And it is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope that your day phenomenal. But if it isn't, don't let what happened at the beginning of your day ruin the rest of your day. Guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch it to Update Tuesday because again, we are going to be moving that particular video around. And in case you didn't know, we're gonna be doing it again next week because there is another huge YCS that can hopefully change the outlook of what's going on. But I think YCS Cancun was an opener, mainly because it exemplifies every single problem in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. And I'm going to talk to you guys about it. You lying? Today's not a great day for Yu-Gi-Oh if we're talking bad about it. Look, man, we could talk bad about Yu-Gi-Oh and still have love for the game. I have a lot of love and respect for the people that love this game too. But that don't mean that I'm going to let a whole bunch of stuff slide. It seems like every single time there's a new week, new problem, but I'm still here for the long haul at least. To be honest, I'm actually thinking about changing up the tempo. As you guys already know, I don't like talking bad things. I love coming with solutions and I'm working on one. But let's talk about the new Yu-Gi-Oh drama that's been happening. So one of the things that actually set this video off is that for the last few events, if you guys went to any of Konami's major YCS events, they would ask you, what do you want for pricing? And I'm pretty sure a lot of players asked for way more than a Nintendo Switch and a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Any of my boys, have you guys went to a YCS and what did you guys ask for? Or what would you want, period? You can't pick cash. PS5, giant cards are pretty cool. A pack of smokes. That person to choose an archetype for support. I like that. Give me a Switch OLED. It's safe to say that just about everybody is looking for something a little bit more than what they're giving us for pricing. And Konami decided to deliver. Instead of a Nintendo Switch, they're gonna give you a Steam Deck. A Steam Deck. Wow. I ain't even gonna lie. What the fuck is a Steam Deck? Am I just like old or something, guys? It's better than a Switch? Bro, it looks just like a Switch. It's a Switch with extra steps. It plays games for your Steam library for PC games. I see where this is going. So Konami wants you to play Master Duel not on the Nintendo Switch anymore. They want you to play on Steam Deck. Yeah, chat, I'm not gonna lie. I think that the Steam Deck is... At first sight, I think that the Steam Deck is... It's better than a Switch, maybe, but it still doesn't equate to what we could get. Konami, instead of giving us what we wanted, which I'm pretty sure everybody would have been fine and happy with more giant cards, exclusive cards, even the Rescue Rabbit plush, they just decided to give us a Nintendo Switch 2. It just goes to show that no matter how many requests that we put in for other things, they already decided what they were going to give us. I don't believe that the majority of people asked for a Steam Deck. Konami, a Promethean Princess body pillow, and I'll top every event possible. Yo, we got a goner! You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I think that the chat has actually created a really, really good list of support that they could have given us that would have been cheaper than a Steam Deck. Or if you wanted to include the Steam Deck, you could have also given these prizes and still been economical. Like, for example, a year's supply of deodorant would definitely work. Ultron has that one. Staples in a special championship rarity. I like that. 10,000 gems for Master Duel? Konami has always complained about having players play Master Duel and not the TCG and vice versa. You would think that them incentivizing that by giving you prizes for Master Duel would be cool. It's not like, you know, they aren't like hooked up together. But let's get past that. We've already talked about it. The pricing sucks, and the upgrade, while could be considered better than a Nintendo Switch, is probably only better than a Nintendo Switch because everybody already has one. One of the bigger problems that are happening in Yu-Gi-Oh is Konami's terrible scheduling. Like, think about it, guys. Between the ban list, the events that happened during the time of the ban list, after the ban list, and Rage of the Abyss, we've had more YCSs than we're going to have for the rest of the year. I'm incredibly upset that Konami decided to make a huge tournament on the same day that they had their sneak premiere. And if you guys didn't know, sneak premiere is where OTS stores are allowed to be able to sell the product or the upcoming product a little bit early, giving a chance for players to be able to access it. We had a YCS in Dead Man's Land post-ban list pre-main set. Literally forgettable, and it's terrible. I'm normally not against that. I think that last week's YCS was okay, but having another YCS on top of the premiere and also not having the ability to get those cards or play those cards in that event, it's like, what are we doing? And what makes it worse is that the most important cards in this set are incredibly hard to get. Meaning that if you instead went to go compete in YCS Cancun, it's going to be a lot harder for you to compete in the next formats unless you got the big Roblox bucks, and you're going to be spending money to get these cards. I think Konami has done a complete disaster job at scheduling, and they've done this so many times before, it's just normal for us. For me personally, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is at a fork in the road. I don't have as much as an interest in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! As I once did. The question I actually want to propose to you guys is competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Even worth it? Genuinely, I have done these videos way too often than I'd like, and I'm not the person to complain. This video just gets views, so I keep doing it. But there has to be a point in time where you start to say, hey man, why are we doing this? From my perspective, we are going to continue to have these type of problems until we figure something out. And I like to point out Magic: The Gathering. While they have a very competitive community, they also have an even bigger casual community. From what I know, the Commander format, which is the most popular format in Magic: The Gathering, was not started or initiated by Magic. It was started and initiated by the players. We currently don't have something like that for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think that that's one of the biggest problems. Guys, think about it. If 50-year-old men that were born in the 70s and the 80s, you know, some of the worst times to ever communicate with people, with the racism, sexism, and homophobia all running around, could actually find a way to make a card game better for themselves by getting together and have fun. Why can't we? I personally don't want to win a YCS for prizing, but to show if I can, if I try. But I understand people who want better prize. Berserk, I don't think that it's wrong, right? But I think winning a YCS, who are you trying to prove it to? If I am a good football player, which I am, people want me to play on their team. They even pay for my dues, they pay for things, and I live a pretty good life. If you're good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream Deck. I just don't see the reason to want to be so good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And while the competitive spirit is ingrained in me just as a person, for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's why can't we just have a time where everybody gets together and have fun? I think I talked about this on one of my streams, guys. I said that back in the days, the older guys, they always got together and played cards, whether it's poker or whatever the hell they did, all right? I mean, I've seen it on the Bernie Mac show. It has to be true, right? Why can't we actually just get together and do that? Why can't we have a particular time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where players get together at their houses on a consistent basis and establish a well-known format where we could just have fun? Playing Bones with the old heads was always a fun time. Oh, God. Berserker, you're old. Man, I love me some... What the fuck is that, Garcia? Is that like a taco or something, bro? Yuchiri? Nah, that sounds like some anime shit. Bro, you on that weirdo. You talking about this, huh? What is that, bro? We have Heart of the Underdogs, but stores make the ban list. Bro, look, I'm not talking about none of that. All of that is Konami function. If you got to think about it, if you allow Konami to set the rules for us, then they can set any rules they want to, and we have to abide by them. We need something where the players are going to set rules. I think that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is lacking more than the points that I said before. We as a player base, we're divided. I think one of the biggest problems with Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't necessarily Konami anymore. I think it is us. We don't band together, we don't stick together, we often fight, we talk about each other's opinions, and we don't respect one another enough. That is genuinely the biggest problem with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community as opposed to the Pokemon community, the Digimon community, and others alike. I've been thinking about it for a while, chat, and I'm genuinely considering quitting competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! To actually make a stand. I want to build a community that gets together and has fun on a consistent basis, because that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is supposed to be about. And I can literally fund Konami's prizing. I just got to give out a Nintendo Switch, right? Chat, I got Nintendo Switches for days.
Screw the rules, I have money.
I am the catalyst? Yo, Cali format, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. At this point in time, I genuinely don't care about the competitive circuit. I'm going to make an official announcement later, but I'm really interested in trying out having people just getting together and putting something on the line that we can all just go out and have fun for. I've been thinking about the direction of the channel. I've been thinking about all different types of things, because when you have events like this and you allow Konami to use you for particular situations that we're currently in, that's when you lose the game. And I'm not about those type of losses. Let's have a budget format with the maximum amount of a deck can cost for easy accessibility. That could be it. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna lab and I'm gonna figure something out where we all can have fun. But more importantly, I'm gonna continue to make you guys videos. And even on top of that, I'm actually gonna start making you guys money. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But more importantly, be sure to check out these videos so I can catch you on the next one.